All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's third edition of the All Stars. We're going to be in the premiere. As you see, we have for the solar division, we have Prada, Kruncho, Anti, and then on the lunar side, we have Evil, Wicked, and Monster. But for that side, for Wicked, Wicked won't be here. So in his replacement, we will have. Oh, one sec, folks. My stuff is messing up. We will have. Oh, we will have Leonis in for. Actually, no, we have Wolf in for Monster. Or Wicked, and then from there,
Okay.
oh,
There.
oh yeah, and then we go.
All right. Now let me load up my Rocket League. Jesus. Left, right, up, down, right, down.
So yeah, and then when you're doing the start off,
Yep.
yeah, it's on you.
All right. And we are live. Welcome back, RSC people. We are here for another round of the All Star matches. Tonight, we are getting in with the Premier Series. And this is always my favorite to watch, not only because I am bad and it intrigues me to watch people that are consistently better than me, but because Premier is just that one all be all, is the top of the line, top tier of the RSC. So seeing these people come out, these All Stars that have proved this season that they are the top, they are the best of the top tier, amazing to watch and see what they bring each and every season to watch them play and just get in here and have some fun. And so, right now, joining me is Carnage Wolfbite. Carnage, how are you doing tonight, my good friend?
I'm doing good, so I'm excited to see the premier players. Like I say, I usually when I play them in six mans, it's not fun. So getting to watch them and not get beat on is actually going to be exciting this time.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. So, join us tonight. Producing is going to be our good friend and producer Tazlian. Thank you, Taz, once again for being such a goat with this stuff and being such a good help, especially these All Star matches. So, Carnage, let's just go ahead and get into the talk. Let's talk Premiere. So, we got the Premiere All Stars that are always, like I said prior to this, just so impressive with everything that they do. Stat wise, we got Prada coming in with our good old 93 RPV. What an insane stat to be at that tier, especially followed by Anti with a 87.7 RPV. We got Leonis who is subbing in as we are not going to have good old let's see, who are we missing? It's Evil and Wicked who are missing tonight. So we're gonna have two subs. Leonis subbing in from one of them who finished with a 79.2 RPV, and then on the other side we have Kruncho for 87.8 RPV, Monster with the 89.3, and the other sub Wolf with the 74.3. Just going into this matchup, I mean, we see these teams right here, Carnage. What do you feel like is going to be, going on in between the skill level? You think it's gonna be close matches? You think it's gonna be one sided just from that little bit of a RPV gap, or you think it's gonna be pretty, pretty even?
I feel like it should be pretty even. Once you hit into that 80 RPV, that means you're pretty much balling out. Nothing against Leonis and Wolf about this, but usually when you're hitting in this, especially in any other tiers, you're basically two steps ahead of everybody. But looking at their stat lines, they all seem to be pretty solid around defense and offense. And I expect it back and forth, and I think it's going to come down to like who makes a mistake. And then to me, it's going to come down to game three. So if they're already 2-0, then game three is going to dictate the entire thing. So if they're 1-1, wherever it takes it, in my opinion, that's going to pretty much be the game, right, or series right there.
You know, can't say if I agree. This tier is way beyond my comprehension. I have a hard time even understanding the basics of it. So I'm gonna hold my tongue because I don't want to give no unfair curses. So let's get into MVP talk. Anti, dude is insanely crazy, and just here based off his stats, he has 52 games played. You got 32 of those games won, 22 MVPs, followed by 54 goals, 41 assists, 118 saves, with a decent shot percentage of 28.13%. I mean, this guy is obviously what the tier considered to be the best of the best. So I'm really looking to see what we can do with him tonight coming into this match and kind of see where he puts himself on the board and see if him being MVP really gives him that advantage going in.
And when you're the overall MVP, if someone in this little All Star thing they got snubbed, they're going to be gunning for him. They're going to try to show that they should have been MVP, and this is the case to make it. But if you're looking at his stat line, he scores over one goal per game, but he's also on the defensive side, which means we should be seeing him everywhere, pretty much being that playmaker.
Yeah, absolutely. Get a little bit of excitement coming from them. We are there, but we're just waiting for one more person to join in here, and we'll be ready to get that match underway. So, just kind of looking at this lineup, I mean, especially with this level of gameplay coming in. Like I said prior, it's just always so fun to watch and to see that these guys. I mean, even the clips alone they post in the seasonal, seasonal section of things. I can't but help. Is it going to be something they do for fun tonight? Are they going to have any like? Are they going to be playing around, trying to go for some really cool clips, doing some really cool team plays, or are they going to kind of just like be lazy about it a little bit, kind of get stuff going, and just getting, just kind of get some quality content here. I personally wouldn't mind seeing a bunch of clips. I mean, I know some of these guys they have some YouTube channels. I see some of the stuff they post. I mean, they're insane. And so just going in, I'm really really looking forward to see what kind of quality we're gonna get tonight. But let's go ahead and try to get these guys in and ready to go so we can get this match underway.
Yeah, I expect this at the end of the season. We're about to go into the new season, be nice, loose. Maybe something off the ceiling, pre-jump to the ceiling, and somebody just going for a pass. Typical freestyle stuff. But who knows? They might take this seriously and try to, assert dominance.
Absolutely, I agree with you there. So it looks like we are going to get a kickoff in favor of the orange team. Monster going to go ahead and try to put some pressure on, but Anti going to go ahead and get a nice little touch to get it out of danger. Going to bring it up the left wall here, try to get some offense going for this blue team. Prada going to carry it out, but Monster with a nice clear. So far, it's pretty. I mean, Monster already going for a nice try on the clip. Anti going to get a nice clear going to Prada. Kruncho going to take the low 50, giving it right back to Anti, who's going to get
Oh,
a
what
good
a
shot on.
demo.
And the demo sets up that goal, and Anti proving him the MVP right off the jump, already right in the first bit of the game, getting a nice goal. And that, I mean, you don't really expect it to come that fast in this tier level, but I mean, that just goes to prove.
Not not really. And everybody that knows me knows I love demos. So Prada bringing out the demo to make sure he can get to that back post. Hey, keep going for it.
Absolutely, you love to see it, and especially with how big demo.
Oh, well,
Every
hesitation
time
shot.
I can't get nothing out. They're just going as Anti once again putting a shot in, just proving what like do I really even need to play? Can I just chill out here? Two
and
goals. All
Anthony
right.
must be in his street. He must have heard that we talked about there's a target on his back, so he's gonna make sure to take that off real quick.
Yeah, he's gonna let his presence be known right at the bench. Anti, well-established player, been here for a little. Wolf
And
coming
we
in,
we just keep you
Mr.
know it,
Sub coming
it,
in and
it
putting something up.
it might be a shootout. It might be a 10-9 game at this rate. Three
Oh,
goals before even hitting a minute under.
I need to be able to speak. I gotta have time to get some words out. But it's definitely started off as a slugfest. Wolf coming in as a sub, going in asserting dominance for this orange team, getting some points up. Anti
Oh, here we
going for
go.
attempts on a clip, trying to get some spiciness going. Monster gonna get a defensive clear, but sends it right back in his own corner. Prada gonna take the 50, trying to get it open in the middle for Anti to take a shot, which will come down, but just barely high. But Prada coming in to take the 50, and a beautiful save by Wolf to try to get that out of danger. Clear to the corner, but this blue team is putting the pressure on right now. Now, keep in mind, this is a best of 5 series, so this has time to progress in any way. This is the first match of many, and it's right off the bat, it's gonna be a shootout, and it's just right initially from the jump. Kruncho going for a clip, can't quite get the finish, but Wolf there to get his second goal for the orange team, tying Auntie for the goals count, and asserting some more dominance for that orange team.
Wolf is letting everybody know that he may have got snubbed just because of his RPV. Because right now he is putting it on his back for the orange team. But that's not saying orange team's not helping him either.
No,
But
absolutely.
from a little strategical base, I'm just gonna be honest. Anti is usually on the ball 90% of the time, and usually if that MVP is holding the ball, yeah, he's gonna be there. And there's a save from Anti right there, going backwards.
You got a good point. The possession is just crazy. Anti is just always there. The amount of pressure he puts on that ball and just kind of making sure he's always into play is really impressive, especially being able to play at such a fast pace and constantly be annoying for the other team. Prada going to try to set something up for Leonis to be there. And Leonis coming in to give the 3-2 advantage for the blue team. Coming in, another sub coming in to prove that he is also worthy of playing in the All-Star match for the top tier of the RSC.
See, I'm looking at the orange boots. Only one of them had more than 30. The other one was sitting on 4, and the other one was sitting on 0, leaving it wide open.
We love those. Monster coming up to try to put something down. Wolf trying to get a good clear up. It sends it to the corner. Leonis might turn, but doesn't. Prada going to try to challenge her on the wall and get a good play. Kind of open for Anti if he wants to take a shot, but Leonis going to come and put it up and drop it down. Somewhat of a waterfall right in front of the net. Anti trying to get there, but just a little bit of a whiff coming from him, trying to get some traction on the offensive side of things. Monster taking it to the wall here. Gets a nice little flick over Leonis, trying to get some offense going for this orange team. Gives it off to Wolf. Wolf going to go for the high 50 here. Can't quite nail it. Anti gets it clear, but hands it right back to Monster, who's going to try to
Double
put it down,
down.
but can't quite get to it as Kruncho go ahead and plays the corner, getting more offense. This orange team picking up a little bit more consistency with the offense, put more pressure on, and just trying to keep it on that second half here.
Oh, that's
Monster
a big miss from Monster.
Big miss. Can't quite keep it down for them, but going to kind of redeem himself and get it clear here out to Wolf, who's going to try to put some offensive on the board for these guys, but not really able to make much of it as Anti once again being annoying and getting through. And just as we're go ahead and progressing, this has been very back and forth with the offensive side things. They're kind of just handing it off in the offensive, going on their attacks, and really just sticking it to the other team, just waiting for something to come through. Offensively, I mean, I feel like they are on the same level. I feel like just the possession game right now is for the blue team's going to really be
possession. Ooh, it's an own goal. Prada dunking it on top of the orange player, rolling again. Who was that chasing him back there? Was that? That was Kruncho.
A man after your own heart.
But shout out to Kruncho, CRL Fall 2021 contender. I figured that name seemed from actually he played college back in the same time, but never actually got to face him. But I did see him on stream. But he was one of those players that, like, the first game might not be the best, but he starts heating up, he starts going.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, a lot of these players just hop on. They're cold. They don't really get up to warm up for these matches. So it's one of those things like we saw in our challenger matchup last night where the teams start off dominating so heavily, so quickly. But once people start warming up and the thumbs start getting ready to go, these matches turn very quickly. So you can't have to ask yourself, who in this lobby right now is going to get to that pivoting point where they're nice, they're warm, they're starting to click, and they really just start taking over. Like I said, right now it's pretty even, so it could be anybody. But I know at least 3 of these players got on just cold, not really giving too much of a care, and just kind of going from it here. So I'm really looking forward to see what could be happening on this side of things. Leonis going to try to get some offense going for this blue team. A beautiful save by Kruncho to get it cleared out to Wolf, trying to make a play happen. Leonis going to come right in the middle. Can't quite get it down enough as a shot attempt goes on net. Kruncho challenging the wall, getting it into the blue corner to put some offense on. Looking for something, but nothing really in the middle here. Prada going to go and take the challenge to flip the side and get offense going for the blue team now. Auntie's going to go ahead and take that challenge right there on the right side to get into the corner. He's going to turn and try to get some more plays on it. It's just the speed of this tier alone. You know, to be in 6-mans and just playing with these guys, it feels so much quicker. But when you're looking at them play, they're also in sync to a certain extent where it's almost like they don't play as fast as their potential, but it's like the interactions are so speedy. The ball goes from point A to B so fast and the follow-ups are quickly. It looks like, though, for this first match, we are going to go ahead and have the Lunar side taking the W here. A dominant performance, really, by Anti, just being kind of, I want to say the carry of the team, but definitely being more aggressive and kind of giving them the opportunities to go on offense more often than the Solar team. Solar looked great. They looked fantastic. I think they just got a little bit outmatched on the defensive side of things, and going into this next match, it can very easily flip-flop. Skill-wise, they're all pretty, I mean, they're all pretty capable. There's no one that's really blowing out of the water yet right now. I think it honestly just comes down to, you know, maybe who hits that warm-up, Carnage, or who really just starts to
Yeah.
click together. I mean, the guys here probably have not played very often with each other. So, I mean, it's just how much does chemistry factored into these individual skill levels? What do you think going into this next match the Solar side needs to do to really secure
I
that
think
dominance over Anti?
So for me, I think they got to be a little bit faster. So I mean, season 12 Tile Annihilator. If you play drop shot, you know they're fast and they're going up fast. And I mean, we see Anti going up fast. We've got on the stats line 2 goals, 2 saves. Again, we talked about it. He plays both ways. He's gonna be there, and if he can't, he'll probably get an assist in there as well. But shout out to Leonidas coming in, and like I said, he's stepping up for them where he needs to be. And so far, to me, it's really just getting up and getting fast. Someone's gonna have to match Ante, even if that means following him around the field or demoing him out the way. Just gotta play just as fast as he is.
Yeah, I agree with you there. So looks like we're gonna go ahead and get this match started off with Kruncho versus Prada on the kickoff. Gonna see he kind of gets this first little bit of offense started off for these two teams here, and it looks like it's a go in favor of Prada. So initially giving the ball away to Wolf, he's gonna make a play here, trying to get it to the wall. Anti already coming in, trying to make himself a nuisance on the wall. Leonis gonna go in and try to get some corner play here, going for this blue side. Kruncho with a beautiful clear might actually fall
He
right in
might
front.
get
Who
him.
might get it? And what a clear! That is calculated. That was a beautiful clear by Kruncho to get up and get it out of danger and just put it right where it needed to be. Couldn't the blue team couldn't really get back in time to get to it, but it was a good attempt on Andy's half to try to get it out, and Orange is going to strike it first on this one.
Yeah, and I think Ante went to jump, but didn't know if that redirect was going to come for the monster that was right in front of him.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Ante going to go ahead and take the ball over here, try to get something going on the offensive sides. Monster going to go ahead and cut that play out, trying to get it up, which is going to be taken over by Wolf to get into the blue corner here. Leonis going to go ahead and try to get something cooking here. Managed to get the save out, going to try to get a play on the wall here. Monster there shut him down with a nice 50 on the corner. However, it will be sent back. Prada not able to secure it as Kruncho gets there before him. Kruncho going to go and make another play on the wall here. Anti there to be a nuisance once again. Wolf trying to go up here, and right now it's a battle in the corner to see who's going to get the possession here. There's lots of good defense coming out from the blue side, shutting this corner attempt down for this orange team.
Yeah, I think Orange changed up their game plan because right now Prada just picked up 100 before then for at least 20 seconds. Neither of the three on the blue team had more than 40 boosts, and Orange keeps going into that corner. Prada secures one that leaves him with 100, but they're so quick to shut them down. Again, they're turning around quick. There's a little double commit. If it's a free clear, they can go with it. It's a dunk down. Leonis gets a clear and it's out. But yeah, I think Orange changed their game plan to a point. If they can get into their half, they're just stealing every bit of boost. At one point, one of them already had 91, went right into their corner and went and snagged 100.
Absolutely, absolutely. I agree with you there. They're definitely switched up something, and so far it seems to be working. Blue team's having a little bit of time trying to get some offense generated. They've had some good possession, this orange team, going into this next match, trying to really shut down that how often Anti's able to control the ball there. Leonis going to try to work and get it clear out, trying to get something out. Kruncho going to find himself in the corner with Prada by himself, going to try to maybe get something cooking here. Monster able to get that nice, clean little corner slot there. A little bit of a pusher, but works out in the favor. Kruncho able to go ahead and
we got a little bit of friendly banter in the chat, folks.
Prada says, "That's your peak. Didn't mean to do that." Love some friendly banter coming from these individuals. It's just we love to see it. Leonidas is going to go ahead and try to get something cooking here on the wall to the ceiling. You're not going to be able to get much going as Kruncho is going to interrupt that play. Anti's setting it up for the backboard. Maybe going to try to cook something up. Kruncho getting a nice clear. Going to set it back to Wolf, who's going to try to get it back on the blue side of things. Prada going to try to make a decent play and save here. Not able to get it. And Kruncho
what a shot.
ahead and makes this score 3-0. And right now they are running away with the score here, Carnage. What do you feel like they're just doing differently this match? I mean, you had last match, you had these two teams really kind of neck to neck. This team, it seems like the blue side's not as aggressive as they were in the prior match. What do you feel like now they need to do to get back into this match?
What I think Blue needs to do is, like, they're trying to retain the ball, but at this point, they're going to have to start getting some boom clear, start working with each other, 1-2s out, even if that means they're all behind the ball. Because once we go to the rival, like I said, once we go into the rival tier, I'll explain more about this, but once you're in their face and you're in their face repeatedly, the challenge for every ball, it gets really annoying. And seeing that Anti likes having the ball on him, Prada likes having the ball on him, imagine always every time you touch the ball, someone is in your face. That is the most annoying thing ever. And I can contest to that because people say that to me all the time on RSC match nights.
But we got, it's one of those things where you love it when it's on your team. You despise it when you're playing against it. Me, I've always been super easy to disrupt and demo. And so playing against players like that really irritates me a little bit because I feel like I can't cook nothing up, can't get no really in possession. But it really does affect a lot of the gameplay, especially coming in. Wolf gonna try to make a nice double. What a save by Anti coming off the backboard. It looked like that was almost certainly gonna be a chance for them to score again, but not really sink it. Leonidas is gonna make a play. Anti there to clean it up, and that will make the score 1-3. They have so much time. So much can happen in 30 seconds, let alone a minute 30. This game could very much end up swap, and especially if that pressure continues from that blue side coming into that last play. Nice little counter attack for the blue side to get this one goal, one more goal in reach. Sorry, slurred my words there a little bit. Anti gonna take it to the corner here. Kruncho gonna get a nice clear off the corner, right to Prada though. Kruncho gonna be more dominant than him, winning that on the wall here, but to no
Carves
avail.
up. He's only
Prada,
got
he's
0. He's got a flip reset. No, he's not going to use it. He's going to let Leonis take over. Here comes Anti's lining it up. They're just going to try to keep it in the corner. So the one thing I think Blue might need to do is Orange is now jumping with them for every ball. And there goes a demo. They're going to give it right back to him. And that's a goal for Anti.
and they are one goal now from being back into this match. That's just such a Prada. Don't open the scoreboard. Oh no! So
Oh
more
no,
friendly
let me
banter.
open. No, okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have
Oh,
opened it
you're
either. I
back,
should have
yo.
left it
So
there.
friendly banter coming on now, but it's all part of the the competitiveness, especially with this level where everybody's so good. It all comes down to just those little mistakes, and Kruncho is just killing it right now with the amount of
Anti's
pressure
going to
he's
try to
putting
stay in
on.
front. Leonis get it. Can he get a follow up? No, they're just going to let him get right back out.
Oh
But yeah,
man,
folks, for
this
those that are tuning
pressure.
in,
Oh, this
oh, the Wolf is
pressure.
going to put it right back in, waiting for it. So, well, I can see on my scoreboard. You guys can't see until probably the end of the game. Right now, Wolf is leading at 425 in the orange team. And again, folks, he's showing you guys that, he might have should have been on that. Consider him a little bit more for that,
Might need to get a revote going.
MVP. Yeah, we have to do this again.
But you
Cash,
gotta
can we go ahead
ask,
and get a vote and see if, if Wolf snubbed here?
you gotta ask yourself, how much different would this series be right now had the original two been in though? Like, how much of a difference would it be? Would it really be that much of a factor to have the two originals in? I feel like Wolf and Leonidas has very much been active and part of these series. Score a beautiful save for Andy on the goal line, but coming into this, just I think those two individuals who were voted to the All
Oh.
Star team, what's really got to be so different about them to change the series score? But
Oh, it was a own goal for Prada. I think he thought the ball was gonna go to the right or the left. Instead, it got killed right in front of him.
I believe it.
This is
That's
just one of those that we go GG's and next.
a GG next. That's me at every convenience and ranked gameplay. Let me tell you what. The solo queue life is such a brutal life, but it is a life that I love. Wolf gonna take it in for another.
Leonidas is gonna give him one as well.
Wolf not really caring about the mercy roll here. He could have taken it to the wall, could have made it a little bit. Nope, he wants to score. So he passes it right to Leonidas for a unfortunate redirect into the blue goal here. But 13 seconds left on to this match until we get into the next. And going into this next match, what do you really feel like is going to happen? You think we're going to get a little bit more resistance?
Oh, Anti with the mining games. And I think Anti only had about 13. No, he had 21, finished it up. Listen, this is what's the difference between premier players and people below him, because I would have used all of that and missed.
Yes. See, I would have done that with 100. I cannot even begin to lie to you. So I think going into this next game, this blue team might retaliate a little bit. 6-3 seems to be the finishing score here as we go into the next matchup. But I mean, so that puts the series score at a nice, comfortable 1-1. Ball still not dropping.
We get one for the road. I think someone's trying to grab the momentum. Oh, he's running out of boost. Ball back across.
The opportunity is there, and what a slot!
What a slot. Kruncho says he's not the only one gonna own goal. I'll own goal with you today.
It's always a fun time. It's always a fun time watching Premier play. That is for sure. So let's just go ahead and let's talk a little bit about this match. Let's see what we kind of had different from this last matchup. That puts the series now at 1-1. Pretty fun time. So we had Wolf coming in with a staggering 658 score with 3 goals, 2 assists, 1 saves, and 3 shots. Beautiful game. And so just looking at the stat line here, what do you feel like is the major changer from the last match?
I think the major changer for the orange team Solar is Wolf. Like I said, to me, for him, Leonis, I see it as like an actual, RSC. If you're a sub, you come in. There's no pressure. Like I said, you weren't the first one to select this, and when you come in, you also got a chip on your shoulder. So you come in, you're moving in nice, smoothly. Everything seems fine for everybody else. I don't know, maybe they're sweating a little bit. And you just come out having fun. But I mean, we're watching everybody. They're having fun. They're having some friendly banter in there. Monster and Potter were chasing to see who had the lowest amount of points.
And it's just, these all-star games, they're competitive. It's the best of the best, but it's also a good time. People come in here all the time when they play and they just enjoy themselves. And I think that's like, it's the end of the season. well, should be really done at the end of the season. It's almost a new season now, but it's coming into this stuff. It's just a lot of entertainment, especially for people to come in here and actually not take it too seriously and just have a nice little friendly match, some friendly banner. But let's go ahead and get into this next match. See who's gonna get the one up on this series we got here. It seems that for now we are gonna have a good matchup between good old Anti and good old Mr. Wolf. And so let's see who starts this off correctly here. Monster gonna get a nice sheep, but automatically return to center by
Oh, we got a rip, but
Leonidas.
no one is there.
No one's there for it. Critical. Anti missing a little touch on that ball, but Prada there to carry it to the corner here. Wolf gonna get a nice clear out the middle, but Leonidas looks like he's kind of just lay it off to Anti there, who's gonna take it off the wall and try to get something cooking unless Monster decides to disrupt him.
Like I said, we got Wolf rotating. We got the two rotating back range for Ansi's shot. We got a double commit pinch.
Oh.
That looked like he's going into the net.
That's
Holy crap. Listen, if we still had clip of the week, we'll go ahead and put that one right there. We got to save to a pinch to the other side, 54 miles per hour. Caught him out.
That is beautiful.
You know, I used to thought that only happened to amateur, but I guess premier players can do it too.
I guess so. Look at that. It's one of those unfortunate days, but it works out. It works out. When it works out for you, good for you, I guess. Gonna get some offense already coming onto the orange side, but it's gonna be pretty much no danger as we can't really get no one to push that ball. Prada gonna try to take it up, but immediately met by Kruncho, which will be given to Wolf. Monster gonna come up here and see what he can cook up. A nice shot, but can't quite get it in there. Auntie there to kind of make sure it doesn't get in the danger zone for a potential pass off the backboard there. Monster.
Prada's going for demos. He's aiming for him.
Oh, brother came in cooking for redemption. He is.
Oh, that might be open net. Is that there?
Unfortunate. That's so unfortunate.
What a risk, and Wolf might be caught out.
Anti coming in to give a demo of his own. This blue team is really going bloodthirsty, trying to get some demos to cut out this defensive from the orange side here. Leonidas going to try to make a play. Monster find himself in a little bit of a situation, but nice take to the corner, trying to get something going, but Prada's going to cut it with a nice 50. Cruncho on the ball, but Leonidas there to contest it. Prada having a chance, but can't really get there as Wolf makes a nice touch above the goal line to get it out of danger. Leonidas still on it, able to make the play. Can't quite lock it in, but gets a nice touch off the backboard, given to Prada off the corner. And so far, this blue team's come with a vengeance. They put more pressure on. Unfortunately, the pitch there puts them down early, but you got some more offense coming from the side here, a little bit more aggression with the demos and a couple more shots on target. So I'm already seeing that this blue side's coming in with a little bit of a different game stance and a little game plan as last match.
Yeah, I think their game plan, like I said, they're giving it back to orange. They're being in their face. They're holding the ball. We've even seen some infield passes. They haven't quite synced up, and there is their own goal for Wolf. Wolf said we got a lucky goal, so I'll just give it back. We'll go back to 0-0. But going back to what the blue team's game plan may have just changed. Like I said, they're going for a little bit more infield passes. Monster's about to call the cops, so somebody might get arrested here.
Oh, the cops.
But yeah, I think the blue team, like I said, they're just settling down. They're going to play a little bit physical again. The higher you go in ranked or anything, if you have high mechanics, the worst thing that can happen to them is getting demoed. They hate that with a passion. You go down to the lower tiers, they don't really care, but mechanical players, they just don't like it that much. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they think everybody needs to flip reset or something.
Perhaps. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I got nothing to offer, so demos help me out. But if I can flip reset, I think I try to do that a little bit more. But there's nothing wrong with that. It's
we got a
get it over
Let me go check Prada. Did he run out of boost?
Brother ran out of gasoline halfway up there, and it was just an unfortunate. Can't quite reach it. It looks like he had boost to get there, just not able to get up fast enough.
I think it was the reaction time. Don't worry, that happens to the best of us.
Prada says in chat, all right, so my hands do not work, and brother, I feel you. My peak is C2. Okay, my hands never work. And Prada gonna take it over again to get some pressure over this goal line here. Wolf gonna meet him there in 50, doing a double 50 against Anti. Anti gonna try to make a play, but is met by Kruncho pretty quickly. Leonidas put it in front of net, not really ideal. Monster not able to get it low enough to get in. That was almost a very unfortunate situation for this blue team here, but able to clear from danger, get some offense going again. Leonidas gonna take that 50, gonna drop right, kind of off towards the center of the net here. Prada gonna try to get a center for Leonidas. We got two people up, however.
We got a pre-jump is gonna put it off the backboard. It looks like Anti probably was gonna call him off, saying that they're in comms or whatnot. But you know, I would thought if I was Anti, like, hey, it's also I would have kept following him. Hits off the backboard, you know, get a sick play out of this.
Yeah, definitely lots of attempts, especially the orange team had a little bit of pressure there for a second, but it looks like the blue team starting to come clap back with that, try to get the series back tied. Well, as I say that, it's a 2-on-1 situation. Monster gonna try to go for a demo. Kruncho kind
There's
of
the
having to open a net.
demo.
Demo clearing the path for Kruncho to just tiptoe it into the net there to make this a 2-goal lead for this orange team. And Carnage, what do you? I mean, you started off this match. Blue team started this match with so much aggression. Do you feel like the unfortunate events that start off this match kind of like maybe would have thrown their momentum a little bit, or how do you feel like this score line adds up to what really we're seeing here?
Like I said, I feel like the pinch, the pinches or whatever, they came back and they started going after him, but then, part of missing it, I don't think it really messed with them mentally. Again, Orange is being more patient versus the first game. In the first game, when they were getting hammered, they were double committing everywhere. So it seems like everything's pretty much settled. It's just right now it's about execution. As Anti goes for the flip reset, it might be open net if Wolf goes for it with his reset. He's going for a second. No, ran out of boost. But going back to it, like that, it's just pretty much like it's all vibes or whatnot. I think everybody's pretty much playing their game. Of course, Blues being more physical, so of course Orange for their third goal went ahead, showed them a little Uno reverse card, showing that they started that back in the game to let them know that they started that one, or they're going to keep doing it if they need to.
Yeah, I cannot agree with you more there. Kruncho trying to get something cooking. Prada going to cut it out, though. Going to get some pressure going on the blue side. Still got time for another touch. Trying to get the flip reset. Going in. Leonidas trying to clean up the little bit of a backboard pass there. Can't quite get another sink in. They're going to rotate back on the defense as Monster tries to make a play out the wall. Kind of an open net here for Prada to go and sink that in. And 13 seconds left with 1-goal differential. They have time to get in this game if they just are able to sink that last second opportunity. Definitely able to overpower the defensive of this orange team. Just they've had 2 times now where they've just had great clears over the defense and kind of left them in a chasing situation. Let's see if they can manage to get that again as we have a kickoff with Kruncho going against Anti to get that pressure started. Prada gonna have a chance to go off the wall and make something happen here. Kruncho waiting for the opportunity to attack the ball, get some defense going. Monster's able to clear it out, and that is gonna be wrapped.
Leonidas with a double save. It's going to still be up, but it gets a double tap in. Monster showing why he's a monster with a double tap. 4 shots, 2 goals, 2 saves for Monster in this game.
That is that's very unfortunate. They definitely this is a this the chat's killing me. I'm locking in now, says Prada. So potentially going to look to do that that comeback here as we lead the series. Orange leads series 2-1. And keep in mind, this is a best of 5, so they got to lock in. They got to start coming back. This could potentially, the next game could potentially be the last. And I think with how close these games are, I definitely do not put it past this Lunar side to come back and make something happen here. And keep in mind, there is no conferences. I'm just going off the names here, just for everybody watching, just no mistake. Blue side, they have the potential to come in and kind of like set this back. They had the momentum coming in, that's for sure. They definitely had the power. It just comes down to those little unfortunate rotational issues or little unfortunate touches to kind of send the ball over. And I'm looking forward to see what this blue team does coming into this next match.
Yeah, going into this next match, Prada said he's locking in, so he was laying in bed, now he's sitting up, the old fashioned, hands on your knees, hunched over, he's ready to lock in. But I think right here, this is pretty much like I said, game 3 decides it all. So hopefully Lunar proves me wrong and it doesn't end in a 3-1. But like I said, that was the game 3, and like I said, I think that's going to pretty much decide it, whether it's going into overtime or Solar pulls out in the full 5 set.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Let's see if Prada can pull off what I call my match day 8 arc. So definitely going to come into this. Prada going to barely win that kickoff, kind of setting it up for Anti. Going to have
It's
an opportunity.
free. Anti's free.
Anti cooking up already. Brother turned on his monitor right away. 5 seconds in, and we have a blue goal. And hopefully this does not set the tone so early, but let's try to get this match undergoing and see kind of like what this orange team does to clap back with that 5-second goal. Definitely a nice center ball there to kind of leave it open for Anti. Anti going to be going against Kruncho in the kickoff. Going to be killed by the center man there. Wolf trying to get a shot, but Leonidas there to clear it out. Monster in a good position may something happen, but Prada there to just kind of take matters into his own hands to get it out. A beautiful save by Leonidas. Wolf's still there to try to get another
save by Leonidas.
Leonidas, brother, is truly
they're going quick 1-2.
That is for sure. Taking on the Persians by himself at the overpass. Anti going to have an opportunity, but Leonidas going to cut it out there to try to get a play center for Anti. Monster clearing out to Wolf, going to try to make some plays here. Prada going to go ahead and make a nice challenge on the wall there. Unfortunately, not able to get a 50 on that orange half. And Carnage, I mean, so far this blue team, they just have a lot of pressure coming on. There was a couple beautiful saves by Leonidas to keep that pressure going for the blue team, and they're just eating up on their side right now. The rotations are beautiful, the boost management looking beautiful, and so far it's just a much more aggressive blue team.
Yeah, they're finding each other more, especially when on a save, Leonidas got the save and he put it out to an outlet person. If it was on target, it was a goal. It just happened to go slightly to the left. So they're looking to finding each other more. Usually, if go for a lower rank game, we don't find each other. We just kind of bang it. Hopefully, it gets away from. But they're actually banging it to each other. Of course, they can react fast enough for this. Like I said, right here, Leonidas going for it, and they're already sitting and waiting back. Anti's waiting far back, looking for the touch. Cruncher's gonna put it up high. But I think what's also helping the blue team is if they're in trouble, they're slowing it down, and then they break out that way versus trying to go fast. Because again, that's how the orange team got them in the second game. Every time they try to go fast, they would just sit there and they just shoot it and just bang it and they would keep going. That's how they get the boost stills. All right, here, Anti's got the demo. We got Wolves coming up. Leonidas is gonna wait for him, and we got a bump. Hopefully, this is a free ball for Kruncho. He's got enough boost in the tank. Goes for the flick, gets past one, but can't get past the second. But yeah, I think it's just coming down to the point. It's a bump on the back line. Anti's going to be there again, showing again what he can make gold and he can make saves. But yeah, like I said, it's going back to the whole Anti's going to go one or two ways. Leonidas, let's say, he just played for free. He just got here. Prada locked in. We can see Prada went to the Fennec. Shout out Prada going from the Fennec. He was in the Octane, the Pro Octane, like I used to call it. He went straight to the Fennec. You can see the hitbox. But yeah, I think it's just blue slowing it down when they have time and finding each other deep, like you just found Anti. But other than that, yeah, an orange team looks kind of puzzled. Usually they get their own midfield or clears, but that's not even working for them.
Yes, I agree with you there 100%. Wolf gonna try to get something going on the wall here, but Prado gonna be able to take it across. Trying to get something going, but Monster able to cut it out. Trying to make a play happen here for the orange team. Leonidas to kind of take that 50, make it go high. Kruncho gonna try to play it back here, getting into some position. Wolf gonna take the 50 against Prada above to try to put something back on the pressure inside of the blue side. Kruncho gonna go and take that with two people pressuring him, giving Wolf a little bit of time to make something happen, but can't quite get it. We got a nice 50 with Prada coming into that. And just at this level, Carnage, I mean, there's such a big separation between the master tier and the premier tier, especially at certain levels. And so, watching this gameplay, you have to ask yourself, what really makes the differences when game style like this? I mean, these are all players that are very capable. They're all players who are very skilled and very talented. Obviously, they represent the best tier in all of RSC, so you know that they're all individually good players. What do you feel like really makes the difference? Especially matches like this where you have all these beautiful players that are really, really great at playing the game and doing what they do. It's just, what do you feel like has to come together for these players to really make a difference in the Premier tier?
All right, real quick, shout out to Wolf for the little champ 2 in the corner bounce pass for Kruncho. But what I think what makes it different from the Masters to Premier, and this is so, I see it like this. If you're let's say, MVP or All-Star, you're pretty much with the best. So our rivals are basically veterans at this point. They even feel like it when you play with them. And of course, for you, Enigma, when you play with the Charlie, they feel like they don't even need to be there. So this big difference from the All-Stars of the Premier to the All-Stars of Masters is a huge gap because it's all about consistency and it's all about, listen, they don't play with each other, but look, they look like they've been playing for each other all season. And say if this was a best of 7, I think it would go to the best of 7. But right now they only want a best of 5, and that's what we're rolling with. But it comes down to a lot of consistency. And like I said, sometimes we can give them 0 boosts, and they'll probably somehow find a way to go supersonic and fly in the air. And that's what it usually comes down to. It's just the consistency about it, knowing your rotations for all the lower tier RSC people. Rotation is the best thing that you need in your life right now. But you can see it, they're rotating pretty nicely. They're just moving around. It's 1-1. Right now, I'd be sweating, jumping for everything. They're still playing their game. They're finding each other downfield. And like I say, it's just what a dump. Prada said he was gonna try now, and he said try he is.
What a beautiful setup from Leonidas to Prada to make that clean touch. Wolf trying to clear it out, but just gives it right back to him. What a beautiful read by Prada coming down on that. And that might be the safety that they needed, but there's 20 seconds left. We got plenty of time, and touching on that last thought you were talking, yeah, consistency especially is such a key factor in a lot of, not even just the Premier Master tiers, but every tier. It really separates certain players from others, and at this level,
Prada is locked in. Prada said he was gonna lock in. 2 assists, 2 saves, 1 goal. Prada
It
told
is.
him he was gonna lock in.
Maybe we get 2 kickoff goals from the orange team. 2
Maybe
kickoff goals.
blue team does that thing in rank where your teammate sits there and the ball just rolls into the net.
Right, yeah, let's try that for the content, boys. For the content, boys and girls, for the content.
Oh, we got 2 people on 0 boost, and it looks like we're going to the game 5.
Oh,
One
I
for the
love it.
road is going up.
I
Wait, can we get
love
the
it.
Justin bounce? No, we don't get the Justin bounce, so we're gonna go
Oh,
ahead and go straight to game 5.
the competition. Anti saying no, no, no. He did not want a game 5. He just. uh, it's beautiful, and it's definitely a lot more pressure from this blue team going into this match, locking in. Uh, just a nice match overall. Very, very nice. I love game 5s. I love game 7s. I love being able to watch it go the distance, especially where this is kind of a slug match where you got one team doing a little bit better than the other team, and they just come back to kind of tie it up, and it makes you really question going in. Like, let's look at these stats. So early in the series, we had Anti on top, leading everybody. But now we got Prada coming in. Said he's trying, clutching up, gonna go and take that match MVP there. They all pretty much have some good stats there. Kruncho consistently still becoming a good asset for this orange team, just proving that he really is meant to be here. He has been very impressive this last couple of games, and I'm really looking forward to see kind of what's going on for this next match, this game 5, and who's gonna get those All-Star game winner roles.
And right here, we got a little friendly bandit. Kruncho say he's sitting up monsters on TikTok. He doesn't really care. No, moving on. I think so. In my expect, when Orange was winning, Wolf was also helping on the team. He's been on a little bit of the lower end. He's got some saves in there, some assists, but when he's really moving, it's when he's leading the leaderboard. So, like I said, I know this is all for fun and all that, but if Solar really wants to win, if they're really, want all the bragging rights, Wolf's gonna have to get that game 2, game 3 form back.
I can't I can't tell if the banter is friendly still or not. They definitely had a couple of exchanges here. I'm not sure if they're being playful, or I'm just gonna say, yes, jokes.
If anybody has the stat line, did someone beat somebody in the Premier Finals or playoffs? Is this where we're getting that banter from?
Yeah, we just need. Someone said something about teaching a PE class. I'm thinking to myself, Monster, teach a PE class. That's brother really said, get off Rocket League, go teach physical education.
Go out and touch the grass.
Go touch the grass, my friend. I can't tell if he really does teach PE or not, but so far we have some pressure coming from the blue team. Angie gonna go ahead and make a play, get the first goal, gonna go ahead and set that standard for the orange team for the first minute of the gameplay, and putting the blue team up 1-0 in game 5. And maybe the banter's got into their head. Maybe Angie said, you know what? I was waiting for this.
I like to call that the classic space station gaming play. It was a pass up to the person, and then you got a blocker right in front of the person who's got the ball. You can't do anything about it. Well, with them, they probably got the mechanics too. Me, I usually just sit there and usually hope. And Prada say he's sitting up. He's sitting up, folks. You guys know it. He said it. He's sitting up. Off the ceiling, reads it, and gets the last second touch with the flip reset right over him.
Yeah, Young Buck still got it, says Ansi in chat. Saves replay. That's an incredible play. That was a beautiful setup, a beautiful execution of that. A nice little reset at the end to get a nice little play underneath that at the goal line, and really just brother's peaking. He said he's trying. He went in. He's hungry. He's ready to go and win. Leonis coming on for a playoff Prada. Gonna get stopped at the goal line there to get some offense generating for this orange team. They're very capable of coming back from this. It's only 2 up. You got 3:48 left to play. I mean, the banter might be just getting to them a little bit, but getting some more offense from this orange side. They seem to collide with each other between Wolf and Monster there, the side. But we regain. We're gonna let Kruncho here cook and see what he can get going. Prada gonna be there to challenge him off the wall though, giving it to Wolf to set up for Kruncho again. And so far, do you think this banter might have anything to do with the mentality of these orange team players?
If they're taking it serious, yes. Like I said, if you watch our LCS, Calm talks a lot of stuff and it gets in people's heads. So if they're taking it serious, I know if I'm serious, if people are talking to me, it gets in my head, so I cut my chat off sometimes. So if I ever ignored you in RSC, I'm just trying to lock in. My fault. But yeah.
I'm the same way. I turn my chats off because I am so easy to get. I am so mentally easy, brother.
Oh, we got Orange going for. I want to say he wanted to take it off him. I think Monster wanted to keep going. That left to a double commit. But I think if they go fast right, they get one. Prada says no, thank you. We're gonna shut that down real fast. And here we go. Here goes Ante slowing it down. Gets past one. Gets past the second. Rolls it back up the wall. We got Leonidas by himself. They're going for the infield pass. Leonidas gets a hand up and gets a bit of the ball and the player. They're going one too fast, but that's not on target. Monster's going to go for a trick play. He's going off the walls. Out. My fault, folks. Once they start going fast, like listen, RLCS, I'll see how casters do it. For me right now, I'm
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
struggling with the
I
premier
find
players.
myself that.
Once they start going, they're going.
Yeah, and I think a beautiful caster, Boss Vidal. I'm not sure how he keeps up, but once they start going, and a beautiful speed, a beautiful goals. Let's go. Leonidas making it 3-0 with 2 minutes left in the game. Prada gonna go ahead and take it. Nice little close up
Ooh,
over on the against the orange
see you
side.
later.
See you later. Nice little play coming out, but like Boss Vidal able to really just keep up when these guys are going super fast. They start doing too many touches. I start to jump on my words and get confused on my train of thought there. So definitely some caster inconsistencies for some of the newbies for like us. Leonidas gonna go and take that ground to air play, gonna get a nice little reset, trying to make something happen. Prada there to help him cook with it. Gonna drop down, potentially something, but can't really turn on it. Ante waiting for the play to come down, gonna try to make something on that as Leonidas is up to try to get something cooking off the backboard for the defense. Oh,
Ooh,
slot.
Wolf
Wolf.
waits for it to miss, and I said it. Wolf gets going, the orange team gets going. Maybe the switch jump starts them.
Maybe Wolf gonna be there to help this orange team get their grit back and get back into this game.
The
2 goal
Ante had to dodge
differential.
a demo. I don't know if he had his camera back on when he saw him, but he had to dodge a demo as well. Orange team looks like they're just going to throw the entire Rocket League stadium at him.
Do you think right now would be an appropriate time for me to ask Ante what his camera settings are? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he feels like typing that in chat or not, but I think they have the score to be able to do so. But Wolf trying to cook something, taking the ball slow, gonna try to get a play off the wall.
Oh, what a bump from the
Wolf.
backside. Here we go. I told you, Wolf gets one. They started going. Who was that coming on the backside? Monster went in the net, came back out, and dunked Prada down to the ground, a straight Goomba stomp.
Monster bullying while Wolf is taking the team by himself, taking the reins, gonna try to get him back in this match all by himself here. Being the solo score so far for this orange team, but definitely not a solo effort as we get some more offense coming immediately from the orange side. Prada gonna dunk it out though to get it back on the orange half. Gonna set it up. Leonidas not able to get there quick enough. Ante gonna probably try to cook something here, but Monster reads the play from a mile away and gets something going back. But Prada patiently waiting, gonna get a
Oh,
goal.
and they're going to give it
Prada,
right back to him. Was that
man,
Ante that went through the net? I think it was. Yes, it was. Going to
they
give it right back to on the sidewall, jump straight down.
return to sender.
Toodaloo.
Return to sender. They are giving back the smoke. That is for sure. So we're going to see a kickoff against Wolf and Ante to try to get some more pressure going. It's going to go in the favor of the orange team, coming back into the corner of the blue half. Monster going to try to make a play against Prada. Prada going to go and clear it out towards center. Andy not really able to reach it. But Leonidas there to take control. Going to get canceled out by Kruncho. Back into the side. A nice little pinch off the wall to go back into the orange corner. Wolf's going to be there, cut it out. Can't really. Oh, never mind. I forget. He's just built like that, I guess.
We're going to go fast. Wolf has 0 boost. He's going to act like he has something in it. Cruncho's off target. I think what Blue decided to do, they realized they were losing momentum, and then like, you know what, we're just gonna try their playbook, and they got it right back. And now like they're just gonna try to cruise on out of here. As you can see, they're kind of turtling up in defense. We got a double commit. Leonidas has 0, but Prada's gonna make sure that they're okay right now. That dominance boom right back down there. Leonidas has it. Let's see what Kruncho can do with it. Can he get him off the sidewall? No.
Yes, and this orange team, I mean, they got to really get stuff moving and they have any chance of getting any sort of traction, but it looks like as the last 10 seconds, that's going to be very unlikely as Prada going to try to take the ball slow down the game here, playing the fake. That's critical. That looks like me trying to attack that ball right now. And it looks like this is going to be it. And not really letting the ball fall, but as the ball hits the ground, that means we have the blue team winning the Season 18 Premier All-Star match. Congratulations to Prada, Leonidas, and Ante as they take the best of 5. And definitely a comeback performance, really. I mean, this orange team, stat-wise, they stacked up. They were doing great, especially a very dominant first half of the series. And blue team able to handle their business, come back in and take back what was theirs and finish out kind of like we thought was going to happen from the get-go. Very, very good match. And just talking a little bit about that, this series, Carnage, who do you feel really was the deciding factor between the both teams? Is there a certain player on each team you felt like really just when they started to take control and pop off, the team did better or worse, or was it just generally all around? You feel like it was just a group effort in full?
I think it So I'm gonna go a little bit 55-45 on this. Once Prada got going, Lunar got going. Again, like I said, once Wolf got going, the orange team looked more smooth. The midfield looked for them. So like I think when they took that extra step or two, both teams were on their game as we saw in game number 5. It was just those two. Once they started going and they really started pushing, hey, it looked like we were playing in the actual Premier Finals right here.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. So, if we had to just go off of those matches, who do you feel performed like in the as a group? Who do you feel was like the outlier? Who do you feel like performed the best if you had to pick one player?
If I had to pick one player, I'm gonna buy into the hype. I'm gonna go ahead and buy into the hype. I'm gonna say it's gonna be anti, but if it's not anti, I'm gonna go with Wolf. That's how I'm gonna see it. I'm buying into the MVP hype and go with anti on this one.
All right, I agree with you. So we're gonna take a brief intermission here as we get ready for our next series, which will be the Rival Season 18 All Star Match. So thank you guys for watching that premiere series, and we will be back shortly.